The phone rang while I was choosing a tie, not because I cared how I looked, because habits die hard, because order keeps the noise down. Her name lit the screen. I let it ring once, twice, then I answered. She was screaming before I said hello, words colliding, breath breaking, the sound of someone drowning in consequences. "I came home and everything is gone," she sobbed. "Everything! What did you do?" I pictured the apartment exactly as I had left it, empty, clean, echoing. I said nothing. Outside the restaurant window, rain slid down the glass like it was trying to escape gravity. Across from me, a woman I'd met 3 days earlier watched me carefully, sensing something seismic but choosing not to ask. Smart. "Please," she cried, "where are you?" I adjusted my cuff, checked the time. "Out," I said. That's when the silence on her end turned dangerous, not empty, terrified. 3 days earlier, she stood in the doorway with a suitcase and a smirk that didn't reach her eyes. "If you're going to act jealous every single time I go out, just leave already." She said it lightly, like a dare, like she'd rehearsed it. Vegas, girls' trip, 2 guys from her gym tagging along because it's cheaper to split the room. She didn't notice how still I went. People never do. I told her to enjoy her trip. I kissed her cheek. I closed the door behind her. Then I stood there for a long time listening to the echo of her words bounce around the apartment. Not hurt, not angry, just alert. The signs hadn't started that day. They'd been accumulating. Late workouts, phone face down, new lingerie that never debuted for me. And the jealousy accusation, classic misdirection, make me the problem, keep me defensive. That night, alone, I didn't drink, I didn't pace, I opened my laptop. Patterns are comforting, they don't lie. Her gym schedule lined up perfectly with 2 names she mentioned too often for coincidence. Instagram tags, stories, muted from me, but not from others. I didn't need passwords. People always leave doors cracked. I watched, quietly, as the truth assembled itself. Photos posted hours late, reflections in mirrors she forgot to crop. 2 men, 1 bed. I felt something then, not heartbreak, relief, because uncertainty is worse than pain. I booked movers, canceled utilities, transferred my half of the savings, every dollar accounted for. I packed everything, not in anger, with care. Each item placed in a box like evidence, my life condensed and removed. When I was done, the apartment felt like a stage after the actors leave. Before I locked the door, I left a note on the counter. "Took your advice." Then I turned my phone off. When I turned it back on, the messages came in waves. Confusion, rage, fear, then the call. Now in the restaurant, her breathing hitched as realization finally settled in. "You knew," she whispered. It wasn't a question. "I verified," I said. Silence. She started crying again, harder this time. Begging now, explaining, saying it just happened, saying it didn't mean anything. I let her talk. People reveal themselves when they think the truth might save them. Across from me, my date reached for her glass, giving me space, respecting the boundary. "I can come home," she said desperately. "We can fix this." I almost smiled. "There's nothing to fix," I said, calm, level. "You already replaced me." "That's not—" "You told me to leave," I continued. I listened. Her voice cracked. "Where are you?" I glanced at the woman across from me. She met my eyes. No pity, just curiosity. "Having dinner," I said. Something in her broke then. I could hear it. "You moved on already?" "No," I said. "I moved forward. The distinction matters." She begged, apologized, promised transparency, therapy, anything. I paid the bill. "I hope Vegas was worth it," I said, standing, "because it cost you everything." I ended the call. Later, walking into the rain, I felt lighter, not happy, clear. Some people confuse control with love. Others mistake attention for loyalty. I had mistaken patience for trust. Never again. Behind me, somewhere, she was sitting in an empty apartment surrounded by echoes and a note she couldn't erase. Ahead of me, the night waited, unpromising, honest. I stepped into it without looking back, because when someone tells you to leave, you should always believe them the first time.